Hello guys, it's Bitcoin Chief right here, and today I want to do this quick video to talk about 3 things you need to do if you want to be successful. Sorry, I'm trying to find a perfect angle to place the selfie stick. So today I want to talk about 3 important things you need to do if you really want to be successful. Can you guys hear me? The phone is, I'm using a selfie stick to hold the phone so that you can see me. Now, you see, the thing is, if you really want to be successful, there are 3 basic things that you need to do. And those things are the basic. They are like number 1 things that you must do in life if you really want to be successful. The number 1 is that you must be committed to whatever you think can give you success. Now, when I'm talking about commitment, you see, myself and my mentor, Mr. Nice, we every night for the past 4 years, every night, you can go and confirm this from my wife. You can go and confirm this from any of my good friends like Bitcoin Jenny or Bitcoin Goddess. For the past 4 years, I sleep every night 3 a.m. in the night. Now, the reason why I sleep late at night is because I am committed to what I am building. My mentor, Mr. Nice, actually sleeps sometimes. In fact, he just called me this morning now and he said he slept around 8 a.m. He said he slept around 8 a.m. So which means he has been working from 3 a.m. that he slept, that he woke up yesterday, that he slept. He slept 3 a.m. yesterday morning and he has been working since then until this 8 a.m. So number 1, you must be committed. The thing is, most persons say, sorry, let me bring this down small so you can see me well. Most persons say they want to be successful, but the thing is, they just kind of want it. You see, success takes commitment. You must treat, you see the way, you see some of you, or some persons, I don't want to refer to you, but I don't know, I might be talking to you. Some persons treat, if you're working for someone, if you're working for the government or you're working for your boss, so some persons treat other people's business better than they would treat their own success. Now, let me tell you now, if you're working for someone as a Nigerian graduate and they are paying you 100,000 naira, now let me tell you what you're going to be doing. If your employer says you're going to be at work by 8 a.m., guess what you're going to do? Because the salary is big according to you, guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be coming to work 7:50. Why? Because you don't want to lose your job. But when it comes to business, some persons don't treat business like it's like they would treat working for someone else. You see, some people, you want to be successful. You're selling on Instagram and you post when you like. You're selling on Instagram and you don't have a posting plan. You just, anytime you just feel like you come in, you read your DM when you like. Now, I want to ask you something. If you were working for someone, if you were working for someone, let's say I employed you and I'm paying you 100,000 and I'm paying you 150,000. Will you come to work anytime you like? No, you cannot do that. Why? Because you are afraid that I'm going to sack you. But some persons don't see their own dreams like this. Some persons feel that they can come, they can post anytime they like. If your business is online, some persons feel that they can come and open their shop. A friend was telling me 3 days ago, she said she went to the market somewhere in Lagos, and in that whole line of women that were selling, she gave this one 100 naira and said, please, I want to buy something of 20 naira. The person said, I don't have change. That whole line, everybody there was saying that they don't have change. That is their own business. Now, what stops them from taking that money from that person to go and look for change? But if they were working for someone, you know what they would do? They will take that money and go and look for change. Why? Because they don't want their boss to sack them. Now, this is one thing some persons don't know. So number 1, to be successful, you must be seriously committed. See, success Success takes a whole lot of effort. It takes discipline. You must be committed to that particular thing that you're doing. That thing that is giving you money. You must be committed to it. Now, the second thing you need to do is that you must be persistent. You see, the problem with majority of our youth, especially Nigerian youth, is that we have this MMM mentality. We feel once we start something today, by tomorrow we should be making money with that thing. But that is not how life works. There is an internet marketer called Tai Lopez, if you know him. Now, yesterday I posted on my WhatsApp. If you're on my WhatsApp, you must have seen what I'm talking about. Tai Lopez is one of the biggest internet marketers. In fact, what I'm currently doing, I learned it from him. I paid him $20,000 to be among the people that are in what we call the inner caucus. So you see, Tai Lopez has been in this internet business for 11 years. So which means he started a few years after they started Facebook. Facebook just announced yesterday that they turned 15 years yesterday. Tai Lopez, he posted his first car that he was using 11 years ago when he started the internet marketing business. And he posted his latest, his own 10-year challenge. He said this was 11 years ago. You see the problem, you see Tai Lopez is one of the biggest names. In fact, he makes at least $1 million in a week. Let me just put it in a week. Tai Lopez makes at least $1 million every week. But let me tell you the thing, the truth is, he didn't start. Imagine if he had given up. People like me that knew him, I came to know about him 2 years ago when I signed up for one of his online trainings. Now, imagine if he had given up. People like me, I wouldn't know him and I wouldn't have paid him. He wouldn't be as big as he is today. There's a man called Dan Locke. You must have seen me share his video on my page. You see, the problem is that we Nigerians or Africans or black people or whatever you want to call it, we have this MMM mentality that, you see, some people that will come to me, they will say, Bitcoin chief, I'm interested in this Bitcoin business. I want to make money. I want to do this. And I will ask them, I said, do you understand the business? You say yes. Now, 2 days. Now the thing is that I bought Bitcoin in 2011 and I became rich with Bitcoin in 2017 when the price of Bitcoin went from $1,000 to $17,000 to $19,800. So you see, if I had given up before 2017 and sold my Bitcoin, definitely I would be somewhere in Nigeria now working with file and envelope and looking for who to give me job, because I wouldn't have made it big in Bitcoin. So the mentality that if you start a business, I've seen people, I coached a lady. She is doing business on the internet. I told her, I said, be posting at least 5 times in a day. I said, see the strategy. You must have seen my big sis, Ella, who most of you know as Veronica's daughter. Now, you saw the post that she made about me. In September of 2018, I told her, I said, Ella, you have your posts on Facebook, they are getting so much reach and people like what you're doing. I said, bring it on Instagram. She was trying to drag back. I said, bring it on. In fact, if you read her post, she said, I even bribed her. Now, what did I do? She wanted to say phone. I said, take this money, get a new phone. She wanted to say this. I said, I am even ready to pay for people to give you shout out on their page. Now, and she went beast mode. See, now she has grown her page from 2,000 something to 21,000 followers. You see the way she posts. She posts like 5 times every day. One of her posts last week went viral, that I saw celebrities were commenting and I was shedding tears of joy. You see, if she had given up, I remember there was a day after I told her to come on Instagram and start. I posted about her 2 times. There was 1 week she didn't post, like for 3 days. I called her up. I said, you have to treat this thing like your life. You have to be very serious. You have to persist. You have you made a post today, nobody liked, doesn't mean that nobody is going to like tomorrow. Now, I will tell you something why if you take this from me, you're going to be successful. People want to see, before people will patronize your business. Now, if you go on my Facebook, you will see that I started talking about Bitcoin since 2014. If you go to my real page, which has my real name, you will see that I made my first post about Bitcoin in 2014. Go to the down post on this my page. If you go to the down post on this my page now, you will see that I started talking about Bitcoin since 2014. Now, 3 days ago, I made an update. If you're on my WhatsApp, you must have seen this now. I made an update on my WhatsApp. I said, I need 10 persons now who have 100,000 naira. I want to give them shares in my new company I'm launching. I am a Nigerian, don't forget. I started updating. I said, your time starts now. I started updating. Before you knew it, in 47 minutes, 12 persons sent me 100,000 naira each. Now, someone went back and was asking one of the guys that sent me the money. He said, I saw that you also paid, I saw that you also sent 100,000 naira to Bitcoin Chief. And the guy asked him and said, why did you do that? The guy said, I have followed Bitcoin Chief for long and I think I trust him. He said, Bitcoin Chief, he said, I followed Bitcoin Chief since 2017 and he has been consistent with his message. Some of you want success, but you are not consistent. You just feel that if you have this MMM mentality that if you start business today, go and ask the successful people on Instagram, Tunde Ednot, Jagaban, Niger Brand Chick, Veronica's daughter, and Blessing CEO, and the rest of them. In short, Blessing CEO she shared her story with me in my new book, Get Rich Off the Net. When she started, people, in short, she had to reinvent herself. She had to keep changing her strategy to get to where she is today. Imagine if Blessing CEO had given up. She won't be as big as she is today. But some of you create a business page today on Instagram and you feel that because you have started the business, people should patronize you and buy from you. You don't know that people buy. There is a reason why people buy. People buy from those they know, like, and trust. So for people to see for people to see my book on Bitcoin and buy it is because they know me, or someone has told them about me, so they already know me, they like me, and they can trust me. So you see, you don't just start an internet business and you feel that because you have started everything, if Dangote had given up on all the challenges that he had, he would not be the richest black man. If Bill Gates had given up, do you know the company called Amazon is the #1 in the whole world? As of today, the founder, Jeff Bezos, is the #1 richest person in the world. Do you know that it took them over 15 years? I don't know how many years they have existed, but let me put it at 15, but I know that they have existed for over 20 years. It took them over 15 years for the man to become the #1 richest man in the world in 2018, 2019 that we are. Do you know how long it took Bill Gates to become Bill Gates that he is today? Do you know how long it took Dangote? So you must be very, very consistent. Don't think that because you start the business, people are going to start buying from you. People want to watch you. People want to make sure that this thing that you're saying that you are you really that thing? People are just looking. Now, I've had a couple of persons sign up for my Bitcoin training, and they will tell me something like, I have followed you for 3 months. I had followed you for 1 month. I had followed you for weeks. I have followed you for 1 year. You understand? Do you know that it is because they have seen that I have been... Do you know that if I had posted and small time, since nobody was saying anything, there was a time I make a post and I have just 2 likes on that post. But right now, as I'm talking to you now, I cannot make a post. In the next 10 minutes, I will have over 100 likes on the post or some comments. Now, I'm not even talking about the likes, but I'm telling you that there is something called a growth phase. Now, this is where these white guys are getting it better than we Africans or blacks. You see, a white man starts a business. He keeps reinventing himself. Facebook started with just if you go to Mark Zuckerberg's post on Facebook, he explained how they started. Do you know that they kept reinventing themselves? So many persons doubted them. So many persons challenged them. There were so many setbacks, but they never gave up. Today, Facebook is #1 social media in the world. Facebook removed MySpace. Facebook removed different other social media from business. But imagine if Mark Zuckerberg had given up. Some of you, you're coming into any business and you're going with the mentality that if you don't make it after 6 months, you want to quit. The truth is, whether you quit or not, the time will pass. So whether you quit or not, one thing I tell people is that instead of quitting, re-strategize. Re-strategize. When I started investing in Bitcoin, I was just buying Bitcoin to keep and say anytime the price will go up, I will make money. Now, what did I do? I was not making enough money. What did I do? I said, I looked for someone to teach me how to trade it. Now, trading Bitcoin means that I am using my Naira to convert to Bitcoin, then using Bitcoin to buy and sell other type of cryptocurrencies that exist. That was where I started making my money. When I'm telling you that I made $142,000, which is around 52 million naira in 15 days, is from this trading. Imagine if I had just invested and I go to sleep. So you see that you must, instead of giving up, reinvent yourself. Know why this thing is not working and use another strategy to see how you can penetrate. If customers are not buying from you, find out why they are not buying. The number one problem I have with some of you that are doing business on the internet is that you are even making me laugh. Do you know how much people are spending for internet trading? Do you know that on the first of this month, which was yesterday or the day before yesterday, I sold books. Imagine, I sold books, and these books, I sold these books 80% to Nigerians. Now I sold books worth 400 and something thousand. No, okay, yes. As at the next morning, he entered. I think 600 and something thousand naira. Do you know that I sold books worth 600 and something thousand naira in one day, in less than 2 days? In one day, I sold 400 and something thousand naira plus. Now, how did I get that strategy? How did I get that idea to write that book if I had not signed up for mentorship and trainings? Some of you, you want to do business on Instagram. See, let me tell you, everything that you don't know is holding you back from that success that you are supposed to be achieving. If you're on Instagram and you're selling and you see people that are doing it, people that have results to show, as I am here now, I am the best person to tell you on how to grow your Instagram. Why? Because I grew my Instagram from 1,800 to the number it is now. You can go and check the number it is now in less than 7 months. I was very, very active on Facebook. Those of you that know me on Facebook, in fact, in short, I was the person that said I want to be the first person in the history of the world to meet all my friends on Facebook in real life. And I met half of them before they took my account down, before they hacked my account. It was as a result of them hacking my account that on Facebook that brought me to Instagram. See where I am today on Instagram. So imagine if after they took my Facebook down, I had given up. So you must be consistent. Then the third one is that you must understand your business. Some of you, you don't even understand the business that you are into. You must understand the business. You must have good knowledge of that business. You are a fashion designer. Do you know that? Do you know that Laura Ikeji is not a fashion designer, but Laura Ikeji makes millions than some fashion designers? What did Laura Ikeji do? Laura Ikeji strategized. Since she has the body, she wears the clothes, and she started an Instagram page, and she started buying clothes from designers, and she will wear and post on her page and tag them, and people will be following her. I like this design. She will direct them to the designer, and she will get her cut. That was how she started, and she started studying the business until today. Now, in the fashion industry in Nigeria, Laura Ikeji is among the top 2. She doesn't sell clothes. What she did was rent an open space like this, and she went to different guys that designs boutiques and the rest of them, and say, come and drop your clothes here. I have the crowd. Come and drop them here. Tell me how much you're selling, and anyone I sell, this is my own cut. Tell me how much you're selling. I will add my own money and sell. Laura Ikeji does not. Have you ever seen her telling you that her supplier, whatever, has brought clothes? Laura Ikeji does not sell clothes. All she had was just an idea. She's just a middleman for people, just like Uber and the rest of them. So she understands the business. Some of you, you're selling pap and akara on Instagram, and you don't even understand how the business works. You are advertising akara and pap around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So there is something called emotional marketing. People must connect to what you are selling. That is why you saw the testimony you saw the review I posted of my book this afternoon. It's actually a lady that bought this my book, Get Rich Off. The information I packed in this my new book, Get Rich Off the Net, is just too much. The strategies I shared there. There is something called comment evangelism. Now, most of you here followed me because you saw my comment on Tunde Edna's page, because you saw my comment on Instablog. Yesterday, let me give you an example. Yesterday, Instablog made a post about Talking Makinwa, or whatever her name is. I went there and I said something like, well, thank God I am a 1-minute man. I don't see any reason to cheat on my wife. Now, that comment made 100 and something persons followed me yesterday. I don't know if any of them is watching this. That comment is the reason 100 and something persons followed me yesterday night. Followed me yesterday throughout, and they are still following me. Go to Instablog now and look for that post. You will see my comment. Now, I didn't just make that comment. It's a strategy, because I understand that if people come, they will check that comment and they will laugh to read, and they will come and check my bio. And when they check my bio now, they will see what I am selling, and it will interest them, and they will follow me. There is no day I don't reply to. At least, if it's a bad day, if I don't reply, I respond to 100 DMs. I respond to 100 DMs. If it is a bad day, there are some days I respond to 1,000 something DMs. You see that I understand what I am selling. I know how to make people to be interested in what I am selling. But some of you, the business that you are doing on Instagram, you don't even understand the business. You just feel because everybody is selling boutique, you also want to sell boutique. Just feel because everybody is talking about Bitcoin, you also want to do Bitcoin. Just feel because everybody is doing this. So you must understand the business. You must know how to connect to people's emotions. I've told you before, I say people buy for 3 reasons. Number 1, they know you. Number 2, they like you. Number 3, they trust you. One of the best pages I followed on Instagram is Blessing CEO's page. Blessing CEOs knows what they call emotional marketing. If I have not spent on her page, you can ask her. She will watch this video and comment. If I'm not spent on her page, I've spent over 300,000 naira on advert on her page. Why? Because she knows how to connect with the audience, with the emotions of her audience. She understands the psychology of selling. So every post she's making is striking to the conscience of her audience. Now, she understands her business. That's why you see that so many designers will give her clothes to wear for them and just tag. People will carry her and come and give her to just put. So you must understand the business that you are going, the business that you are having on Instagram, wherever you're having your business. I don't care if it's in a Ogbete market or wherever. You must understand the business. So number one, I said you must be committed. When I mean commitment, I mean that you must put your all. I don't do my business. You can see the books. You can see all the books I kept there. That is what I've been studying for the past 3 days. You understand? Just yesterday, I went out to get a haircut. Those books, I've been studying them for the past 3 days. I spend money on books. I spend money on trainings. But some of you, you just feel that when you start business, people are going to buy from you. People are going to patronize you. Everything I do on Instagram is calculated. I bring people. I'm going to post a testimony now soon. One of my students just sent me a testimony now. She said she has made 400 and something. I didn't even see it well. I'm just looking at the notification as it came in while I am doing this video. I'm going to post this testimony now, and you're going to see it. Now, my strategy is that I know that the first step to win anybody over is by giving. Now, when I talk giving, I'm not talking about giving people money. Even though giving money has been working for me, which is the reason why some persons followed me because of giveaway. But I understand that giving people value, helping people make money. My business is helping people to make money. So that is why I understand that if I teach somebody how to trade Bitcoin and that person pays me $300 and let's say in one year the person makes at least $1,000, that person is going to tell 10 other persons. And those 10 persons are going to also, when they are coming to and they also make money, they are going to also tell so many other persons. That is my business. So you see that you must be ready to invest in yourself so that you understand the business that you're going into. It's not just about coming to Instagram to say you want to sell, you want to do this. No, it's not just about selling. You must understand how to sell. There is a secret. God, there is a secret to selling. It's not all about coming to post on Instagram. There's a lady on Instagram, she sells clothes. I told her, I said, you're selling, but you're selling the wrong way. I said, you're selling, but you're selling the wrong way. I said, you're selling, but you're selling the wrong way. I said, people these days don't even read. People are not interested in whatever you're posting. Nobody wants to see. Do you know, especially in Nigeria, everybody is a crime suspect. So every human being you're meeting feels that you want to rip them off of their money. So nobody wants to buy anything. Even me myself, I go on Instagram. I patronize so many persons, but there are some pages that I emotionally connect. Let me give you an example. There's a guy, Nado VS. You can actually go and search for him after this video. Nado VS. Now what happened? Now this guy's wife sent me a DM that the husband, that she would like me to tell her about Bitcoin because she wants the husband to be involved, and that the husband sold male clothes just like the one I wore on Sunday, that she would like me to patronize the husband. Can you see what the lady did? Sorry, this. Are you understanding how the lady came? She came first with the hand to give, and she's putting the other hand to collect. So you see that everything is going in pari passu. She's selling. She's telling me she wants to buy, and she's telling me she wants to sell at the same time. Now guess what? The husband signed up for my training. I think he actually took one of those my discounts I used to do, and he paid, and I started training him. He made some profit first. The next 2 weeks, I told him I need some clothes. I spent over 180,000 naira. It's just that it's winter here. I can't start to wear them now, but they're inside there now in my room. I spent over 180,000 naira just to sew clothes with him. Then I still called him again. I say I need this Igbo attire. So I said, please, I want you to sew me this Igbo attire up and down again. He sent me the costing and everything, the walking stick, the chieftaincy, whatever and everything. I spent another 80,000 naira or thereabouts again with the guy, and we have a relationship. He just sent me a message now that he has seen that I'm advertising real estate, that he's interested, that he wants to follow my footsteps. So you see that people are no longer nobody will see you again on Instagram. Nobody will just see you. It's very rare. So there's a strategy which I have put inside my book, Storytelling Strategy. You see, my big sis, Ella, of Veronica's daughter that you guys know. Watch out for that lady in the next 6 months. I swear to God that she's going to be one of the biggest. She's going to be one of the biggest on Instagram. Now, the reason why she's going to be one of the biggest on Instagram is that this strategy I gave to her, in short, the strategy, I didn't even give her the strategy. She was using the strategy, but she was using it blindly. I am the person that opened her eyes to it. This is the same strategy I talked about in my book. People don't want you to sell anything to them. Nobody is interested. Especially in Nigeria, everybody is a crime suspect. Anybody that comes your way, automatically you feel that the person wants to collect your money. So people don't want you to sell anything to them. So first of all, what you're going to do first is use the strategy called storytelling. So if you followed my page for long, you will see that I can never tell you, come and sign up for Bitcoin training, or come and buy my book, this and that and that. I don't do that. I can't do that. I'm smarter than that. If I post about my book, if I just make a post and say, please buy my book, I am selling this book, blah blah blah, nobody's going to buy it. On the first of this month, in February, now I sold my book worth 467,000 naira in the first 24 hours. Before the next day, the money entered to around 500 and something thousand naira. Guess what I just did? Just very small strategy. It's inside that my book. Now I did that, and people bought that my book. Now, from the testimony I posted today, now you will see that another person has been triggered to think. She said, go and read the last review, the second to my last post. Now, she said something like, after reading your book, I had to change my bio. Do you know that my Instagram bio alone has made me more money than some of the advertisements I have spent money on in my life? There is a strategy. There's 40% of those who read my bio, they will always send me a DM, and from there, business picks up. So you must understand your business. Don't just come on Instagram. Don't just come on social media. Whatever business you're doing, my dear, see, the truth is, People are saying life is hard. It's going to get harder. It's going to get very harder. Because why? People, MMM came. So many persons lost money to MMM. So even if you're bringing another business that is not MMM, but that people will need to put money, everybody has this mentality of, I lost money in MMM. So they don't want to be involved with anything again, investment. So even if you're bringing good investment like real estate, that all of us, we know that if you, like the real estate I just launched now, we know that as I'm talking to you so now, my lawyer is on her way to go to Ibejuleki to go and make payment for the first set of investors. As they are going to now, once they make payments, they send them the form, they fill the form and everything. Well, I'm sending it to email to the investors. So the investors know that the 1,130,000 naira, the 1,130,000 naira that they contributed, I have bought land with it. Even though it's as simple as that, but guess what? People are always afraid. People don't want to. People have been dealt with. So they don't even want to associate with the system again with anything like investment. But it takes smartness. I told you on my WhatsApp, I uploaded something. I'm going to upload it on, after this video now, I think I will upload the video clip on my Instagram stories so that you can see it. I made a post. I said, I'm launching a company. I'm giving 10 persons the opportunity to be part of the owners of that company, which is something. So the legal document, I just finished filling the document here on my laptop. See, I just finished filling the documents on my laptop, which I'm going to send to them. Now, between 47 minutes, this is Nigerian, so I'm not talking about America, I'm not talking about Japanese, whatever, Chinese or Voodoo, whatever they call them. I'm talking about Nigerians. In less than 47 minutes, 12 people sent 100,000. Why? Because they see that I have value. They see that I am a success. The day I uploaded my Bitcoin balance on WhatsApp, so many persons on my WhatsApp say, oh boy, even those that were doubting me, my friends, oh boy, I would join, oh boy, it like, oh boy, tell me again about that business where you tell me that day. So guys, I am saying that everything has changed. So you must understand how to do business. Right now, if you're not, number one, if you're not, number one step, I said you must be committed. Nobody will want to do business with someone that you post when you like, you open your shop when you like, you do anything when you like to do that thing. Number two, you must be consistent. If people see that I have a friend on Facebook, he has come to Instagram. It's very funny. For the last 5 months, he has advertised 10 different companies. If people see that you are not consistent with one thing, if people see that you're not consistent, today you're talking about this, tomorrow you're talking about that, tomorrow you try this one, it doesn't work, tomorrow you jump from there, you're not a success in it. Now, if you followed me closely, for the past 4 years, I've been talking about Bitcoin, but I have been underground investing in real estate quietly. Now, every day I get over 100 DM. Every day I get over 100 DMs from people. 1% of them are telling me, say, I have money, I'm looking for where to invest. Now, if I tell some of them about Bitcoin, some of them will say, my friend been lost money for Bitcoin. I'll say, okay, your friend didn't do it well, but since you already have a bad orientation about Bitcoin, I will think of something. Then I'll say, why not this real estate investment that I've been investing? Real estate is very simple and sweet, because unless you fall into the hands of bad land, whereby, let's say, people run away with your money. But if you've bought land and you have the purpose to that land is there. I've never seen where the value of land depreciates. It's very rare. So I said, why not I bring 10 persons together? I said, okay, these persons, they always chat me, we have 100,000, we have 50,000. I said, why not I bring them together? Now I stand as a middleman. I am not collecting their money. See this land. This land is 1 million naira. I say, see this land. This land is 1 million naira. I need the 10 of you to contribute money. Since all you have is 100,000 naira, I need the 10 of you to contribute 1 million naira and own this land collectively. But because I will not want you people to be dragging of ownership and the rest, let my company be the middleman in this now. So you guys are not answerable to yourself. My company is answerable to you. That is how the Habit Real Estate Crowdfund business was formed. I have not even, only on my WhatsApp status, so I have not even launched this business on Instagram. My developers are building their website in India. I've not even launched the business on Instagram. This one I'm just doing is just joke. Now, I have raised the first set of investors. I have already paid for the first slot of land. 11 persons contributing 1,130,000 naira. Today, my lawyer is on her way now to go and pay for the land. Once she finished paying now, all my investors, they have sent me their emails. I will carry the documents of the land, send to their email. All of them, they are going to see it and how transparent it is. Guess what they are going to do? They are going to tell their friends. And if it continues being consistent like that, before you know it, in the next 5 years, they will be rich and I will be rich. Making money is so simple that sometimes I wonder how some people even make it so complicated. It's very simple. People want value. Someone needs clothes and the person cannot go to the market. Bring the clothes to the person. Someone needs food and the person cannot go to a restaurant and eat. Bring the food to the person. Making money is very simple. Someone wants to clean his or her house. You understand? Someone wants to clean his or her house and the person is not ready to do it his or herself. Go and do it and the person will pay you. You exchange value for money. But the thing is, so many persons complicate it. So if you're watching this video, I believe I've shared a few ideas and also some of my secrets. If you're watching this video right now, if you watch this video, I'm saying this is only for those that watch this video. Please, I'm going to ask you a question when you come to me for what I'm going to tell you. Now, if you watch this video right now, see, I want to tell you one secret. I don't even want to shout it. See, let me tell you. Some of our parents, they failed us, like my dad. My dad failed me. My dad failed me seriously. I am the one that came now and I'm now suffering now. And I've built him a house before I'm building my own now. My dad was supposed to build a house for me to come and inherit. But guess what? During his time, they were selling shares of Amazon. They were selling shares of Apple. Do you know, if you had invested, if my dad had invested as at 1988 when I was born, do you know if my dad had invested even $100 in Amazon or Apple stocks or shares? Do you know that my family today will be among one of the rich families in Nigeria? An Apple stock worth $100 in 2018, or an Amazon stock worth $100 in 2018, as at today is worth millions in naira. And guess what? $100 is just 35,000. I thought as at their time then, I'm not even sure it was up to 20 naira. Some of you are hearing people talk about Bitcoin. The problem with Africans, I don't want to shout this because my neighbors are around, I don't want them to hear. Now, the problem with Africans is that we always come late to the party. We always come late to the party. Some of you are hearing people talk about Bitcoin. Because of your MMM mentality, you're thinking short term. You're looking at 6 months. You're looking at 1 week. You're looking at 3 days. The white man, I have been here since 2017. I know how they think. Every of their decision, they look at 10 years. You understand? Every of their decision, they look at 10 years, 5 years. But we, Africans, you have been hearing about Bitcoin. What you're looking at is Bitcoin was $19,800, and it has now dropped now to $3,500. But you stupidly don't think that Bitcoin was 1 cent in 2009, and it is now $3,500, which you call that Bitcoin has crashed. You see, the white man is here. All he's doing is buying. The white man is thinking about his 3rd generation, even before the 2nd generation is born. But we, because of the mentality that we grew up with, we're always thinking of what are we going to eat this evening? What are we going to chop this afternoon? That is why you see people come up with the mentality of any investment that will last more than 6 months. They want, we have this MMM mentality. If it will last more than 6 months before we make money, we are not interested. You're hearing people talk about Bitcoin. The white guys are here. What they are doing, they are building the infrastructure. They are buying it. You just saw me post my last post now on my Instagram. Now you just saw me post now that Facebook has bought a blockchain startup. Do you know what is blockchain? Blockchain is what Bitcoin is built upon. You're hearing people talking about Bitcoin, and you just heard now that Facebook has bought a blockchain startup. Your brain is not telling you that if this Bitcoin was crashing, as people are saying, if this blockchain something is not working as Nigerians will say, if Bitcoin has crashed as Nigerians are saying, your brain is not telling you that Facebook will not want to be involved with it. WhatsApp, which is owned by Facebook, is currently building a payment platform in India, whereby very soon you don't need to use GTB Bank to send money to me on WhatsApp. All you just need is my WhatsApp number, and you transfer money to me. They are building it on the blockchain network. So it's going to be using a cryptocurrency. Guess what? The first cryptocurrency they are going to use is Bitcoin. But the thing is, we are always looking for chop. We're always looking at 30 minutes food. We are looking at, let's chop now. Let's we have this MMM mentality of before this evening, made this banana. We plant banana today and we want it to ripe in the evening. That is why if the banana doesn't ripe, we use Kabat to force it to ripe, which is very wrong mentality. You're hearing about Bitcoin. In short, the rumor today now, I even saw it on Instablog and the rest of it. You see, the media has a way of misleading people. The media is also one of the problem of the black man. Why? Because the black man self doesn't even read. The black man will read something going this way and he will direct it this way. Especially Nigerians. Today, so many persons have called me, oh boy. We hear say the person will hold on a Bitcoin key don't die. Oh boy, so you don't lost all this your money all. I laugh. This man that they say this man died, although CoinMarket blockchain has come out to denounce and said they said it's just a fake rumor. The man owns an exchange just like I own Abit app. Now the man owns a platform. If as I am doing this video now, God forbid this house crash and I die, my website is not dying with me. You can still log in. You can still use your password and log in my website and do transaction on my website. But Nigerians are not carrying the rumor now that the man died with the password of where the Bitcoin were kept. Bitcoin is saved on the blockchain network. Every platform is incorporated is built on every platform of cryptocurrency is built on the blockchain network. So the blockchain network is open source. When we say something is open source, it means anybody that has information on it can access it. So how the man take die with the password for something that is open source? Nigerians are the ones carrying the rumor. Oh boy, I don't pity. One even called me. My brother, I pity for you. So as you don't be like this now, so you will come back to Nigeria. I say, guy, God punish you. even if Buhari want to resign now, I know if you come to Nigeria now. So you understand? What I'm trying to say is that take advantage. Our parents, my own dad, my dad failed me big time. My dad failed me. My father didn't build a house. My father didn't buy a car. My father didn't do so many things for me. You understand? My dad failed me. I am the one now coming. Do you know how much I give to my dad every month as monthly allowance? $300. $300 is 110,000 naira. That is more than what they pay some master graduates with masters in Nigeria. I'm giving him 110. I've been giving him this money since 2017. 100. I've been giving him $300 every month for his monthly allowance. Every 10th of the month, I don't feel. Not just my dad, my adopted mother, my mother-in-law. You understand? I need you first to understand, to see the responsibility. You see, you must. All these people, I'm taking care of them now. Why? Because I took a bold step. Because I took a bold step for them. But some of you, you're using your mouth to even eat your own future. You're hearing about Bitcoin now. All these white guys are buying. They are stockpiling. If you're not even smart enough to think that if this thing was crashing as they are saying, how did it not crash today? Remember, Bitcoin started at 1 cent. 1 cent means you could have used $1. $1 is 350 naira. It means that if me and you were having this video discussion in 2009 and you are smart enough, you could have used 356 naira or 350 naira, which is today's exchange rate, to buy 100 pieces of Bitcoin. Today, each one of that pieces of Bitcoin is worth $3,500, which means you will be worth $3,500 times 100. You are not even smart enough to think that if this thing is crashing as people are carrying it in the news, then it means it has gotten to 1 cent, but Bitcoin is $3,500. But your poverty mentality is telling you that this thing no go work. But the white man is here. He's building. Mark Zuckerberg has bought the company today. Very soon he will say payment for adverts on Facebook and the rest of them should be through the company. That time, some of us that have taken the risk now, we will be enjoying. And guess what? Some persons are still going to hate. When they see me driving my Lambo around, they are going to hate. But who cares? So what I'm saying is, if you're watching this video now and you're interested, you want to know about Bitcoin, you want to learn, send me a DM after this video. I'm going to give you 50% discount to teach you all I have taught the people. You see me post. One thing I like about myself and my students like about me is that if you followed me for long, you see that I am. Sometimes I'm scared of myself. I'm too transparent. One guy was telling me, I posted it on my Instagram. You can go and check it. He say when I used to see the testimonies you post on Instagram, I used to think it's fake. But I now ask myself, how can he be manufacturing different WhatsApp number, over 800 testimonies I'm posting? So you see, that is how a black man thinks. So if you're watching this video now and you want to take advantage of Bitcoin, send me a message. I'm going to give you a discount. I'm going to train you. And I'm not just only training you, I'm going to add you to the group. I'm going to add you to the group where I send trade signals. Whenever we do analysis and we see that the market is good, we send trade signal. I just announced now that the signal that we posted on the 27th of October, it hit target, and whoever invested has made 37% profit. So which means if you had invested 1 million naira, imagine making 37% of 1 million naira extra. Imagine making 37% of 1 million naira in from 27th October to today, 4th or whatever of February. So you see that it's big, it's huge. So if you're watching this video now, be smart enough, send me a message. I'm going to now. Before I go now, you see me, I started talking about the Habit real estate. See, this one is big. You know, make I even talk in pidgin. You know what thing they give me joy for this one now? What thing they give me joy now for this one now be say, everybody knows say land, even if na mumu, even if na a person when no get sense, you know say the amount of land for Lagos, the amount of land for Calabar, the amount of land for Abuja, the amount of land for the whole world, they no fit increase them. Every day, then they born more people. See me today. 1988, where they born me, I did live with my parents. I did live with my father and my mother. Today, I don't get my own house. I don't born my son, Ikemba, Russell. Tomorrow, Russell will get your own house with your own family. So land is one of the biggest investment. That is why all this why, if you don't know, let me tell you, I have more than 80 plots of land. One of my, you can ask Jennifer, you can ask Bitcoin Jenny or anybody that knows me. One of my monthly goals is to buy a plot of land of at least 2 million from my monthly hustle. So I want some of you to take advantage. I know that some of you don't have big money. You don't have big money to invest. That's why we are building a company known as the Habit crowdfunded real estate project. Now, waiting this company go do, make I talk am for pidgin so that I make una understand. Waiting this company go do be say, this company this company no go collect your money. The company go find land where they want sell for 1 million naira. When the company don't see that land now, carry that land now, come and say, okay, Mr. Adebayo, Mr. Ogechi, Mrs. This, 10 of una, make una come. Bring that una 10,000 naira where una say una get, where una want invest. Make una put them all together for this one account. Make we go buy this land for una name. But the agreement where we will get with una to avoid trouble among una self, be say none of una go come claim say now una individually own this land, so that make wahala no dey. And we go want before una pay this money, make una use una hand sign this legal lawyer paper. Say if after say until this land where we buy for 1 million, people don't dey price them for 1.5 million before we go sell. And when we sell, we come out the expenses where we spend like transport to go sell the land and every other thing where we do. After we don't come out that one now, this company where stand as middleman for una, what they call Habit, we can take 10%. After they don't take 10%, the remaining money, maybe now 1.4 million naira we remain now, we can share them. Now say, oh yeah, you bring 10 naira, oh yeah, take your own 14 naira. You bring 10 naira, take 14. So you see that is how we are building this company. So for those of you that are on my page, my guys in India, they are currently building the platform. It's going to be one of the biggest real estate investment platform in Nigeria. Now, I have always been known to show people how to make money the smart way. You see, yesterday I traveled. If you're on my WhatsApp, you will know that yesterday I traveled 4 hours on bus. This place where the SOC person travel 4 hours for bus for abroad, for Nigeria with a bad road, it go be 2 days. So this bus, why they tell you, be all these children bus, so bus where they like airplane, where they work out for ground. So you see that yesterday I traveled 4 hours to go and cut my hair. Sorry, this thing, my selfie stick, they fall off. So you see that yesterday I traveled 4 hours to go and cut my hair. Now, after I cut this hair finish, the money where I give the guy who cut me this hair, na Ghanaian guy, na him cut me this hair. If you go on my WhatsApp, if you go on my Instagram stories, you go see me and the guy there. I give the guy the money where I give The money where I give the guy, I convert the money for naira. I pay the guy 30,000.